Now on to Syria, where the country's army remains locked in battle with rebel forces in the Golan Heights on the border with Israel. This comes as United Nations officials continue negotiating with the rebels for the release of dozens of Fijian peacekeepers who were abducted last week. Israel's military is closely watching all of this. CCTV's Stephanie Freed has this report.
Wide open and pastoral, the Golan Heights is the latest front in Syria's civil war. Fighting between al-Nusra Front rebels and Syria's army was sporadic Tuesday as both sides attempted to hold ground near the Quneitra crossing, the demarcation line between Syria and the Israel-occupied Golan Heights. The world's attention turned to the fighting here when dozens of UN peacekeepers were captured by rebels in separate incidents last week. Several dozen managed to escape, but 44 Fijian peacekeepers are still in the hands of al-Nusra, which is demanding the group's removal from the global terrorism list in exchange for the peacekeepers' release. This fence separates the Israeli and Syrian sides of the Golan Heights. Just a few meters away, we spotted these al-Nusra fighters, crouched with their weapons, at times firing towards Syrian military positions. Here, right behind me, literally right beyond the fence, is where Jabhat al-Nusra and the Syrian army are fighting for control of the villages here in this area in the Golan Heights. The 44 Fijian peacekeepers that have been held by Jabhat al-Nusra for nearly a week are also being held right here beyond the fence. They're literally caught in the crossfire. Nearby local villagers trying to escape the fighting are now living in these tent camps along the Syria-Israel border. Israel's military is on high alert. If al-Nusra Front captures this area, they may turn their weapons on Israel's border towns. Stephanie Freed, CCTV, in the Golan Heights.